I was packing this week. And you know, you can cram a lot of stuff into an office over 11 years. As I was going through the material, I came across this binder of quotes and sayings. And yes, it was actually written on paper. And one of the quotes that I came across was this. It said, "I've never had to consider piercing anything on my body except my earlobes. For much of my life, when I phoned customer service, I immediately spoke with an actual flesh and blood person. Plus, and a big bonus here, they were trained to be polite and helpful. When I was young, there was no entertainment centers, no multiple buttons, switches, remote wires, and unintelligible manuals. There was a TV with rabbit ears, a dial, and one elegantly simple off and on switch. I never had to deal with the heartbreak of a full-blown internet addiction. And I remember when people used real words and not just unpronounceable acronyms." Our world's changing. Our world is changing faster than we can keep up. And what it often seems happens when change takes place so fast is we retreat to a box. Because it's kind of safe in a box. You know, if you're in a box and you're sitting there and maybe even on a rocking chair, you can't see what's going on around you. You can have all your favorite stuff around you. And you can just sit there enjoying yourself. Problem is, when you retreat to a box, you don't interact with people. You don't interact with the world. You don't know what's going on out there. And don't we do that as people so often? We retreat to a box. And mainline churches, haven't we done that? We've retreated to a box. And we'd be quite comfortable if people wanted to open up and jump in with us and be in our nice, warm, comfortable box. But you know, it doesn't happen that way. When we put ourselves in a box, whether individually or as congregations, people don't come in with us. They probably, look at the box and go by and, oh yeah, that's a silly box. Wonder what it's doing sitting there. People walk by and ignore it. People don't understand what's going on inside of the box. I was somewhere recently where the person turned to Deborah and asked her how it was being a priestess. Well, I'm a priest. And so I asked how Deborah was being a priestess. Now we laugh at that, but it's because this person didn't know what's going on inside the church. She doesn't go. She said, I haven't done that thing for a long time. Interesting thing. The doors on the church open outward. They don't open inward. They've always been built opening outward because the church is never to stay in a box. The church is never to look after itself first. A church that looks after itself first is a church that will find itself in a different kind of box. And they have those at funeral homes. If you look in the Bible, nowhere does it say, take care of yourself first. It doesn't say that about individuals, and it doesn't say that about the people of God. It says, go, give, teach, baptize. Get out. But it's so hard, because it's comfortable in the box. And you know, to get out of the box, it's more than just opening the lid. It's messy, because it has to be torn, and it's not the way that it used to be. I have a picture that I found in a picture book I was looking through. It has a big trumpet with these words falling out the front that says, "We've never done it that way before." Well, friends, the church has to start thinking outside the box. We have to start thinking of new ways of doing things, of new ways of interacting to people out there, outside our box. And it's going to be hard, because it's going to be uncomfortable. But you see, it's not about filling our church. That's a byproduct of what it is we're supposed to do. It's all about God and doing God's will and going and sharing the good news and helping people to experience the love that God has for them.